customer success in the digital era. What does that even mean? Digital just means ones and zeros, doesn't it, Guy? I mean, as I understand it, right? Analog's like that, okay, and digital is like that. So, what are we talking about? The digital era. What does it mean?
So, if you want to geek out, you remember in the 80s the wars around the clock speed of the Intel CPU, 477, 8 gigahertz, and so forth. I don't know what's the CPU clock right now.
I don't know. Like I think they're on a Series 10, but you know.
So I don't know what the clock speed is right now, but I'd say that the biggest difference is the clock speed, meaning that the cycle times in digital.
How quickly can you do the next thing?
That is true, but I think digital basically means lower friction, much faster. So let's throw some buzzwords. I think in the digital world is self-service. Internet driven. I think digital means data driven because you can't make fast decision if you don't have data. You don't have the confidence to make the decision. So it's data driven. I think it's a multi-channel play. When we talk about digital, it means that creating multiple options for the customer, whether it's self-service web, whether it's self-service product, whether it's email, chat, all of these,
which traditionally, just to interrupt you, has been difficult to do, even for organizations that have both channels, like an e-commerce and an in-store, to actually join them up together has been very difficult traditionally. So this ability to join it up. Sorry, please carry on.
Or multiple digital channels, like allowing people to communicate through multiple. But I think, to me, the most if in the context of customer success in general, digital is so much more customer centered, and you got to break it down from customer even into user centered, because in a single customer, depending on the market you're selling, could be multiple different users, and they could have multiple different journeys with multiple timings.
Right.
So the level of fidelity in which you define the journey or the behavior or what's healthy and good and so forth requires a much refined way to look at that. And this is, to me, what digital. So you got to do it faster, and you got to do it more precise, much more precise, because these are the expectations, right? Let's just take a quick example. When you order food on a food delivery service right now, the expectation is I have a full digital menu. I have stores, and then I have full restaurants, and I've got full digital menu, and I've got the price, and I can book it, and I can order this immediately, and then I can track the delivery, and then I know exactly when it's there. I can provide feedback, and I'm also doing payment. Right. So all of a sudden, just let's take 5 years back.
And of course, it's remembering. And when I come next, it's saying, do you want this like you had last time? Or we recommend this goes well with it.
Exactly. So that sets up a completely different expectation from a food a food consumer, right? But these are all of our customers. They're all food consumers. So it basically sets the expectation to all of our customers. So if we, our business doesn't do, or your business doesn't behave in this standard, you are substandard from the market. I'm not saying that everyone has the same journey, but this journey is digitized, fully integrated, with support, with an ability to follow up and provide reviews and so forth, and it keeps improving. This is the expectation, right? This is the expectation of all of our customers. It's so personalized, so accurate, so precise. That these are the expectations. Now, why can they do that? Is because every historical behavior has been tracked, analyzed, and is being used for the next experience.